serious threat did you bow?
I've stolen Haynes' AI program. I want to make a deal with you. Are you interested?
The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers for the week of January 19th to 23rd reveal that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, will consider a revenge partner while Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, finds himself in a mess. Devon Winters, Brighton James, and Abby Winters, Melissa Ordway, will also get thrown into a crisis, so here's what Y&R fans can expect. For starters, Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will share his latest win against Victor by giving Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, a victory of his own. Whether this involves a promise to hand over Newman Enterprises, Chancellor, or something else, Kane will indeed have something to offer vengeful Billy. As for Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, she'll continue to gloat about her part in this victory. Phyllis will dig her heels in when it comes to standing by Kane, even if that means Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziardi, and Summer Newman, last played by Alison Lanny, are unhappy with her for a while. Over with Billy, the more he embraces his revenge obsession, the more issues he'll face in his relationship with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope. Sally and Billy's romance will be tested perhaps more than ever before in the coming episodes. Meanwhile, Victor will refuse to just sit back and accept defeat. That's not how Victor rolls, so he'll strategize and suck Michael deeper into the world of Newman drama. Lauren Fenmore Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, will have some familiar worries when it comes to Michael's position and how far he's willing to go for Newman Enterprises. However, Victor seems poised to embrace a surprising new tactic since 2026 preview spoilers suggest he'll team up with Jack. Although Victor and Jack are never going to trust each other, they might be able to get along long enough to target Kane and Phyllis. While Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, tries to put all the Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, mayhem to rest, a new kidnapping threat will lurk elsewhere. Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, is losing it thanks to all the Ian Ward, Ray Wise, visions and may believe it's her destiny to abduct Dominic Newman Abbott Winters Chancellor, last played by Rain and River Ware. Devon and Abby have some blissful park scenes coming up, but everything will change once Dominic eventually gets snatched and kicks off a mystery. Of course, Y&R fans will know more than Abby and Devon since it'll be Mariah who's behind Dominic's kidnapping, but Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen, will help try to get to the bottom of things. The Young and the Restless spoilers say the week of January 19th to 23rd will bring some shocking news and sneaky plans, so stay tuned for updates on all the chaos. Victor's anchor through decades of chaos has reached her breaking point. The constant turmoil, the manipulation of their children, the lies he tells for her own good, and the emotional fallout of his war with Jordan have left her spirit depleted and her loyalty fractured. When Victor returns from the cataclysm at Newman Enterprises, he expects to find solace. Instead, he finds a suitcase by the door and Nikki, dressed not in her usual elegant attire, but in simple, determined clothing, her eyes red-rimmed but dry. "It's over, Victor," she states, her voice trembling but firm. This is not a dramatic scream, it's a death knell. He scoffs, trying to wield the old magnetism. "Nikki, don't be ridiculous. I've had a trying day. We need to." "You need to listen," she fires back, a lifetime of pent-up frustration giving her strength. "I have stood by you through everything. Through your affairs, your schemes, your imprisonments, your heart attacks. I defended you to our children when I shouldn't have. I made excuses for the unforgivable. But I cannot stand by and watch you systematically destroy this family. What you did, pitting our children against each other in a sick game for your amusement and control, it's monstrous. And Jordan, using that madwoman's obsession as just another chess piece." Victor tries to argue, to reframe it as protection, but Nikki is no longer listening through the lens of a devoted wife. She sees the architect of their misery. She reveals that she has spoken at length with Victoria, Nick, and even Adam. She knows the full extent of his recent manipulations. They united against you, Victor. Your own children formed a pact to stop you. Do you understand what that says about the man you've become? The father you are. Her words land like physical blows. She delivers her ultimatum. He must get professional help, not just a therapist, but a full psychiatric evaluation to address his pathological need for control and his inability to distinguish between love and domination. He must step back from the family completely and commit to a genuine, UN-manipulated reconciliation with each of his children on their terms. "And you will do it alone," she whispers, picking up her suitcase. "I'm going to stay with Victoria. I will not share a roof with you until I see tangible, lasting proof of change. Not promises. Proof." As she walks out the door she has walked through for a lifetime, Victor is left utterly alone. His empire is gone. His wife is gone. The two pillars of his identity have crumbled simultaneously. For the first time in living memory, Victor Newman has no moves left to make. He has finally met his match in the collective will of the family he created and tyrannized. The ripple effect across Genoa City. The fallout from Victor's downfall sends shockwaves through the entire city. Claire and Cole are at the Grand Phoenix, trying to build a fragile new normal when news of the coup breaks. Claire wrestles with a complex guilt, wondering if her existence and Jordan's warped vengeance were the final catalysts that broke the Newman family beyond repair. Kyle and Audra, ever the opportunists, huddle at Jabot. They see not tragedy, but vacuum, a power vacuum at Newman Enterprises that can be exploited. Kyle, in particular, sees a chance to finally step out from the shadow of both his father and Victor, potentially positioning himself as an ally to the new regime or its next target. Jack Abbott receives the news with a solemn gravity. He pours a drink, not in celebration, but in eerie respect. His lifelong rival has been felled, not by him, but by his own flesh and blood. Jack feels no triumph, only the chilling whisper of mortality and the sobering question, what legacy do I leave behind? Nate, now firmly embedded at Chancellor Winters, watches from a distance. His complicated history with the Newmans, once seeking Victor's approval, then clashing with him, leaves him with a sense of vindication, but also a wary eye on what a more unified, aggressive Newman Enterprises under Victoria might mean for his own company. Analysis: the end of an era, or the ultimate long game? Tuesday, January 14, 2025, will be remembered as the day the myth of Victor Newman's invincibility was shattered. This is not a simple business loss. It is a profound, personal deconstruction. Victor's power was always a three-legged stool: his company, his family, with Nikki at its heart, and his formidable, feared persona. Two of those legs have been kicked out from under him in a single day. The genius of this storyline is in its executors. It's not an outside villain like Ashland Locke or even Jack Abbott who defeats him. It is his children, using the very tactics he taught them: strategic alliance, ruthless calculation, and the element of surprise, against him. It's Nikki, the embodiment of his perfect love, declaring that love is not enough to excuse his toxicity. New season.